everybody, this is Ursus doing a deck profile for Harry G. Palma. For a starter, I use Cat Knight and Boots, the new starter out of BT06. Ability, Magia, activates from Soul. When your other unit is placed on Vanguard circle, call this card to rearguard, and at the end of the turn, put it back into your Soul. Second ability, Magia, when he's placed on rearguard circle from Soul, choose one card that's not him, and call it to rearguard circle, and at the end of the turn, put it back in Soul. Yeah, you can run a Happiness Collector, but prefer this for the free calls at the beginning of turn. Next, main card of the deck, Masked Magician Harry. Main break stride, so GB2, when he attacks Van, you can choose a card from Soul, call it, and both him and the thing he called gets 3k. Stride ability, when you stride over him, counterblast 1, Soul Charge 1, call a unit from Soul, and then give it 5k. So, really good, gives a lot of power. Next, a new card from BT06, Flying Manticore. Ability, Magia, when he attacks Van, counterblast 1. Well, when he hits, counterblast 1, then you can Soul Charge 1, choose something from Soul, call it to rearguard, and give it 2k. And then second ability, when he is placed on Vanguard circle, counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1, look top 5 for a card with the Magia ability, and put it into your hand. Which is good, because now you can search out Harry if you need to. For 2s, main card of the deck, 4, Flying Paraton. Skill is when he's placed on rearguard circle, GB1, of course. Soul Charge 1, choose a card from your Soul and call it in the same column as him. Really good with Harry, because then you can make 21 plus columns, and really easy to fill with him. So yeah. Next, 3, Dark Side Princess. I've cut down 1 since the last time. Skill, not GB1, so it's good. When she attacks, when she attacks Van, you have the option of giving her 5k. If you do, at the end of the turn, at the end of the battle, put her into Soul. So, really good for getting multiple attacks with things, including like Jacqueline, the Amber Clown, and just makes things significantly bigger. Next, 2. Card Dealer Jacqueline. Auto GB1, rearguard circle, when she attacks, counterblast 1. If she's boosted, Soul Charge 1, choose a card from your Soul, call it to rearguard circle. This does not have Magia, so you have to pay attention to that. It's really good for filling out your field in case you're scared of Diablo. Good for getting multiple attacks, and yeah.
Is it Joey?
No, Susan.
Yeah, you got Joey, yes.
Next,
He paid you for that.
new card from BT06.
Amber.
Glimmer Breath Clone, Crescent Moon Juggler. So, ability, Magia, GB1. When he's placed on rearguard circle, counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1. If you have a Harry Vanguard, choose a card from your Soul. Call it to Soul Charge 1. Call unit from Soul, and this unit and the unit call both get 2k. It's really good, along with Cat Knight and a few other cards, to not only fill up your field really quick for a low cost, but also gives a bunch of power. So, combined with Shreds. Onto Great Ones. 2 Purple Trapezes. her usefulness has gone down a bit, but she's really good for switching around things that you don't want, like putting a useless trigger turning a useless trigger from your hand into a significant rear guard, or turning one rear guard you'd rather not have into something else that makes the field a bit better. So, play 2 of her. 3. Intensely Sweet Clown. Skill. GB1, when he's placed on rear guard circle from soul, he gets 5k. Really simple. Makes things really simple with any 9k grade 2. Makes a 21 column. Really good with Paraton, just call that out. Call Paraton out, call him out behind. Now it's 21. If you used Harry to call Paraton, it's 26. So, makes your numbers even more like outrageous than they already are. Next, the new card. Really important now. QD Paratrooper. Magia, GB1, when she's placed from the effect of a Magia ability, so notice that is important to remember. And you have a Vanguard with Harry in the name. Soul Charge 1. Choose a card from your soul, call it to rear guard circle, and give it 5k. And at the end of the turn, it goes back. Essentially, she's a grade 1 Paraton that gives 5k, so not only does it fill your field, it gives even more power than the power that you're already stacking on top of your guards. So, really good. And our requirements aren't hard considering most of your skills are Magia based. What? Next. 3. Masquerade Bunny, Stripe Fighter, Air Researcher. Yeah, only running 3 because there are I wanted to make room for some of the other great ones in the deck, so I didn't mind taking one of her out. And 4, Hoopmaster, new perfect art from BT06. First skill, Sentinel. Second skill, normal perfect art, clauses, and her third skill, which is really cool. Magia, GB1, Counterblast 1 when she's placed on Guardian Circle. If you have a copy of her in the drop zone, you can Counterblast 1. You Soul Charge 1. You choose a card from Soul, call it to rear guard circle, and it gets 5k shield and intercept. This is really, really good. You don't really mind getting rid of Mirror Master because you don't counterblast as much anymore. But she helps you get extra guard for your turn because things do hit really hard now. And just good plays. Also being able to fill out your field a little bit more on your opponent's turn when they try to Diablo you is pretty nice. For triggers, a little different from last time. 4 heals, 8 crit, 4 fairy crit, 4 poison juggler, and the new card I'm running, not stands, but draws. Specifically Rainbow Magician. The deck doesn't rely as much on the Trickster as much, so you don't have to search your deck to put things into Soul because you Soul Charge pretty consistently enough now. So, and it's also nice to get the extra Soul Charge from Rainbow Magician and the extra trigger back in deck. So he's really nice, and giving yourself extra guard is always nice since you don't have to use much of your hand anyway.
Anywhere that sells it, because good luck finding that shit.
Okay, Stripes.
Tulsa is the only one.
1 Amanda on hit. Soul Charge 1, choose something from Soul, call it, give it 2k. At the end of turn, put it back. Just really interesting opener. Well, good opener. If they let it hit, you get an extra attack. If not, you probably got a perfect out of their hand. So. Two. One attack. The G zone for this is still in work. Currently I've cut it down to 2 limit attacks to try out the new Stripe Mephisto. But I'm thinking I might switch it back to 4. Skill is turn him face up and gets the skill every time a card is placed on Rearguard Circle from Soul, he gets 2k. And then GB3, he gets a crit. It's not necessarily his skill that I'm well, his initial skill that I'm playing him for, but it's just a crit for the pressure, so. Yeah. Not to mention he stacks on even more power, so. Always good. Next. 1. Dragon Masquerade Harry. Probably should be running this in a Harry deck. Unless you can, then there's always good options. Skill is Magia, GB3. Counterblast 2, and choose one of your rearguards, put it in the Soul. When he attacks, you pay the cost. If you do, call 3 things to rearguard circle. If you have a full field afterwards, your opponent chooses 2 of their rearguards and puts them in the Soul. Just fun card, good finisher, like good. Not. He's even good for, you know, pushing your opponent to that 5th damage as well. So. Which is interesting between the attacks of Mephisto and Amanda, so you get a chance to either go to GB3 or just GB2, so good. So next, Curtain Call Announcer Mephisto. New strike from 6. Skill is Magia. Once per turn, choose something from the G zone, turn it face up.
A lot of power.
Until end of turn, he gets the skill. During your turn, all of your units get 1k for each each copy of him face up in the G zone. And afterwards, you can choose a card for every face up G unit you have in your G zone with the Magia ability. And for each one of those, you call a rearguard circle, you call rearguard from Soul, and give it 5. I don't use him as much, because I usually don't use him early on. Because usually games don't last that long with this deck either. It's win or lose, super hard. But, yeah, if things tend to get grindy, he's definitely something to get through. Because he totally puts up the pressure, especially after limit attack. So, yeah, running 4 of him. Still wondering how I should switch around the G zone, especially with the new strides coming out. So, yeah, for now, I'm running 4 of him. So, that's it for my deck profile on Harry, and see you guys later.